What is going on, everybody? My name's Christian Robert, and if you read the title to the video, then yes, it is true. We will not waste any time jumping into it. I am getting ready to sell most of my dividend stocks. So since I did kind of build this channel up to be that I was a dividend investor, I understand that there's going to be people that like this and hate it, and it is what it is. I'm doing what's working or what will work best for me in my personal situation. So if you want to stick around. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. We're at 985 subscribers, 15 subscribers away from getting monetized, so that will be awesome. But let's jump right into this. So looking at my portfolio, I am sitting at $180,606. A 1 week chart, we had a high of $191,000. A 1 month chart, you can see that we had a high of 206. A 3 month chart shows that we had a high of 233. So this has been not the greatest month, but it is what it is. And then a 6 month chart, you can see that we had a high of, the same 232. A low of like 122,000. So I'm still up pretty nicely in the last 6 months, so I'm not going to complain. And if we look at a 1 year chart, a year ago we were sitting at $56,000. So even though we are down 50,000, we are still up 130,000 almost. So I will not complain over that. Now let's go into the stocks I have. So starting off, if you are wondering why I'm selling off my dividend stocks, the answer is this right here. And this isn't something that I've put too much or I've talked too much about on the channel, but I am someone that has been trading with margin, and I'm kind of just at a point where I'm ready to pay it off. It's not making sense to me to hold these dividend stocks when I'm on margin. So a quick backstory, if you don't follow the channel, is that about a year or so ago, like you saw, my account was only in the $40,000 to $50,000 range, and a little before that is when I started investing in Tesla. And so when people think, or people who know me, they think that all my success came from Tesla, which is true. That's where all the growth comes from. But they also assume that all of the money I had went into Tesla, which is not true. I only invested of my own money $18,274 of Tesla. So at the time, that was a big chunk, and I did buy Tesla on margin, so I am very thankful for margin, because without margin, my account would still be, 60, 70 grand at best. So Tesla just exploded, as everybody knows who follows Tesla, and it just dominates the portfolio now. And I'm just realizing that I love dividend stocks, and I will always, in the future, I will always be a dividend investor. But in this circumstance, it just makes the most amount of sense to sell out. And I do have a plan to bring it back, so stick around and we'll get into that. But let's take one last look at the portfolio before I start selling it all off. I have 910 shares of QYLD, which is a newer purchase. I was collecting like $200 a month in dividends, but that has to go, obviously. 3M, 50 shares. I am up 22% or $1,800. MO Altria Group, I'm up just under 8% or $700. Now O, if you follow the channel, you know O is one of my favorite stocks or companies, so this is probably going to stick around. I'm up 6% or $518. TTCF, this is one of my favorite companies right now. It is a organic food company. It's a growth player, does not pay a dividend. I'm down on it. CYDY, this is a small pharma stock. They are working on a vaccine for the you-know-what that I cannot say, and they are doing really good things with this. So a good friend of mine introduced me to this one. So I am down significantly, but I believe that in a year or so, I will be very thankful I bought this stock. GBTC, this is a Bitcoin stock. It tracks the price of Bitcoin. And so I don't own much Bitcoin directly. I feel more comfortable owning it through a stock. Bitcoin is not for everybody. Invest in what you're comfortable investing in. I want to be part of the Bitcoin revolution, whatever you want to call it. So I'm hoping that I can get the price of this GBTC to at least $100 before I even think about selling it. PLNHF, which is Planet 13. They are a marijuana company. I am up 81%, and I did not put nearly enough money in it because I am spreading myself too thin, which is another reason I'm excited to sell a bunch of the stocks off so I can really focus on my big players. SPHD, it's got to go. A new stock, it's a very, very speculative stock. NPHC. Disney, 25 shares. AVGO, 10 shares, up 50%. The good thing about me selling off is that I am up on most of the stocks that I'm selling, so I will not be taking a loss. On the flip side, I will be having to pay capital gains tax, but I don't want to make this video too quick or too long, I'm sorry. AbbVie, CRISPR, this will be staying because I think this is going to be a home run for me. Mara, this is a Bitcoin mining company that is really frustrating because it is crazy volatile. If this gets back into the mid 40s, I'll probably get out of it because I just don't like seeing these wild swings. NRZ, AT&T, ARCG, GGTTF, 4,000 shares. It's another marijuana company. I'm down 13%, but I think that this one could easily be worth a couple bucks in a year or so. Starbucks, Main Street Capital, BTI, IBM, Skyworks Solution, and a new company. It is a SPAC. I kind of got out of the whole SPAC scene because a lot of them were just crap. But this one I really like. It is a battery recycling company. And I think that not many people are talking about this, but in my personal opinion, electric vehicles are the future, and they are going to completely dominate the roads in the next 5 to 10 years. So I started thinking deeper into that. And if we are becoming a world where all of our cars are electric, we need to do something with those batteries when we get rid of our existing electric car. So I think the battery recycling sector could be a huge, huge opportunity. So I'm going to build this position up a little bit, but I'm going to wait to after the merger to start buying more. I just wanted to get into it now. Comment down below if you do know any other battery recycling companies. Let me know because I haven't found many that I like. So if you know of anything, I'd love to hear it from you. But let's go through the dividends for one last time. So looking at the dividends for the last time, we have AG&C paying $6.25, Apple Hospitality paying $2, $1.26 from Stag Industrial, $31 from O Realty Income, $10.85 from Main Street Capital, $3.15 from PSEC, $3.60 from NUSI, $207.72 from QYLD, $197 from LTC, $172.15 from MO Altria Group, $19.25 from SPHD, $273 from JP Morgan, and $62.08 from New Residential. And that adds up to $524.01. And this is going to be really different for me, but I do have a plan, so stick around. I'll get into that now. The plan is I'm going to log in and give me 1 second. The plan is moving forward that I am going to use my M1 Finance portfolio to rebuild the positions that I am going to sell in my main TD Ameritrade portfolio. So if you look at the portfolio, I haven't covered this much, but my portfolio is currently sitting at $45,587. If we quickly just look at the chart, let's just do a 1 year chart. Roughly, I started the year off at $6,000 or $6,300. I have really been aggressively funding this account, and just like the other account, it's dominantly Tesla, but that is going to change. I'm obviously not going to sell Tesla, but all the focus in this account will be moving forward, building the dividends. And I created a new pie called Original Stocks that I just put together I believe, on Monday. And so these are all the stocks that I have either held and sold earlier, or stocks that I still own that I am planning on selling here shortly. So we have Johnson & Johnson, Visa, Stag Industrial, Walgreens, PSEC, JP Morgan, Flower Foods, Raytheon, Waste Management, IBM, Pepsi, Public, Storage, Apple, LTC, Airbnb, AG&C, 3M, Altria Group, AbbVie, some of the stocks that just paid dividends, BTI, Main Street, Broadcom, SPHD, and New Residential Corp. So that is going to be my plan. So I am hoping that you guys stick around, because obviously the videos moving forward will be more about growth stocks and just the amount that my portfolio changes month over month. But dividends will slowly come back. So this is going to be a big change for me. And that's all I have for you guys. I'm still kind of speechless, but I just reached a point where, I was collecting $500-$600 a month in dividends, but with the margin fees, I was lucky to break even. So I'm just ready for a new chapter, clean up the account, pay off that margin, and move forward from there. But as always, if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.